All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emily. I'm a registered nurse, a yoga teacher, a passionate women's health advocate, and I'm so excited to offer this live stream today. If you're here live, yay, I'm so glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, that's awesome. I hope you get a lot of enjoyment out of this. So what I'm going to offer today is a gentle yoga practice. This yoga practice can be done either on the floor or lying in bed. Both are very yummy options. So just choose what works best for you. If you don't feel super comfortable getting up and down from the floor, I say go lay in your bed. We're going to take some very gentle restorative poses. But of course, if you want to join on the earth, feel free to do so as well. What else do you need? I'd love for you to have 2 bed pillows or a yoga bolster if you have one, and then a blanket as well. And wear something comfy, have something for hydration, a little bit of water is good. Towards the end of the practice, I am going to offer a short sound healing session. So if you'll see right beside me, I have a couple sets of my crystal singing bowls, and these are going to help us facilitate a deep relaxation in our yoga practice. So if you're new to yoga, this is a very beginner-friendly session, and I think we're going to get right into it when you're ready. So I'm going to meet you back here on my yoga mat. Be sure to gather your props, and yeah, let's get started. All right, you can see Charlie is ready to go. It's about his afternoon bedtime. So he's my little rescue dog here on the bed or on the couch here. So let's begin today. We'll start in a seated posture. I'm actually going to move a little closer to you so you can see me a little bit better. There we go. All right, so we'll begin in a seated posture of your choice. Just come to rest here. Maybe the legs are crossed or you extend the legs. Soften your shoulders away from your ears and take a moment here to ground and center, coming back home to your breath and your body, whatever that means to you today. Maybe you take the time to close down the shades of your eyes and start to direct your awareness internally, coming back home to your breath, your body, the present moment and time you've carved out for your self-care practice. And just start to notice here what's present. The body's a good place to start. So maybe you just feel where your sits bones are grounded into the earth or your bed. Feel the length of your spine. Maybe grow a little taller in the spine as you reach the crown of the head a little higher. Allow your shoulders to be soft. Your jaw is soft. Start to check in with your emotional body. So checking in with any feelings you might be feeling today. And we know there's no right or wrong. Just noticing how you feel. And approaching this practice of self-care with compassion and grace for yourself, right? I always tell my students, you can't do this wrong, right? You showed up. Like, that's oftentimes the hardest part. So just allowing yourself to be here, present, awake, aware. It's a great place to start. And softly draw some attention to your breath. No need to change your breath in any way. Just noticing your breath as it comes in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. In yoga, we learn to use the tool of our breath to ground us here, being present in this moment. And for the next, half hour or so, nothing else matters but this self-care practice, right? So you can drop your baggage at the door, whatever you're holding on to, whether that be physical tension within the body or, thoughts that are clouding your mind. See if you can set it aside and just focus on tending to you. We tend to just want to hold all that stuff in, but can we let it go for now? Pick it up later if you feel the urge, or just leave it away. If it's holding you back in some way, just let it go. I know often easier said than done sometimes, but just do your best here. I invite you to take a hand over your heart and the other hand over top, sensing the beat of your heart drum under the hands, maybe the soft rise and fall of your chest on the in-breath and out-breath. These subtle and powerful reminders that we're awake, alive, and fully present now. And give thanks for this moment and thanks for this breath. And while we're here with our hands gracefully over our heartbeat, take a moment for this mantra I'll share with you. As always, this is an invitation, take it or leave it if you choose. But the mantra goes like this: I create my own peace. I am a conduit for positive change. And I'll repeat that one more time. I create my own peace. I am a conduit for positive change. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and gently bat your eyelashes open, and I'd love to welcome you to your practice today. Again, thank you for those that are here live and for those watching the replay. Let's begin our physical practice. So grounding the hands down by the side, spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Big, buoyant breath. Exhale, soften, release, and lower down. So make these shapes work for you, right? I'm a humble guide, but you're your best teacher. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands down. And one more time, big, full, buoyant breath in. Lots of love in here. And lots of love out. Send the hands down by your sides and give it a shake. Let it go. We're going to evolve this into a little seated twist. So let's inhale, sweep the arms high up and overhead. And then exhale, twist to one side, dropping hand to knee, looking over opposite shoulder. Inhale, send both arms up. And exhale for the twist to the other side. And we'll keep this rhythm going. Inhale, rise up. And exhale to twist. Inhale, tall, up to the sky. And exhale for your twist the other side. Nice job. Both arms will reach up to the sky. Maybe this time you look up, check in with the back of your neck. Of course, if that's uncomfortable, don't look all the way up. And then we'll just reach one arm and then the other. I love to pretend like I'm climbing this imaginary ladder. Reaching, finding length through the spine, growing tall in the shoulders, stretching the back. For 3, 2, and 1. We'll make fists here and start to roll your wrists down as you lower things down. Nice job. Give it a little shake, a little wiggle out. And then from here, go ahead and extend both legs out long. Your toes are bright towards the sky. If you have tight hamstrings, you might even slide your pillow underneath the knees. It might feel really yummy here. And then draw one knee in towards the chest. I'm drawing my left knee in. And then allow that left knee to kind of open up, coming into like a little tree pose here. You can move your bum around if you need to get that your sits bones clear on the ground. Toes are bright towards the sky. Maybe soft bend in the long leg. Inhale. Exhale, start to fold over, walking the fingertips towards the foot. Of course, not necessarily touching the toes unless that's in your practice. Right? We're not forcing our body into shapes that we see. It's not like Instagram posts or whatever. We're listening to our body and honoring ourselves where we are today, meeting ourselves with grace and compassion. And opening in your own time. And start to walk the hands back upright. Find that upright spine. And then from here, draw that other foot in. Let's come into a little bound angle, Baddha Konasana. So feet pressed together. And same as before, maybe you extend the legs. Maybe you slide a couple pillows underneath of your knees here. And then I love the little option of giving yourself a little foot massage. So maybe just get in there with your thumbs and give yourself some love here. Take some time for you, this gift of self-care, right? We love to go fast and hard all day long, but can we slow things down a bit? Just allow ourselves some grace and space to grow and explore our bodies. And if you're with me here, maybe you give yourself a little ankle rub as well. And get up into the calf muscles, the shin area. Nice job. And then from here, you can go ahead and finish up. Unless you want to keep doing that, that's fine. We're going to extend the other leg. So I'm going to extend my left leg this time. You may do the same. We'll draw the right foot inward. Move around if you need to. We'll inhale deeply and exhale, forward fold. Soften down. Maybe shake your head softly side to side. I love this saying, be well, breathe well. So maybe you start to deepen that breath again. And find some softness here for you. And start to walk the hands back up, nice and gentle. Nice job. Then let's extend both legs nice and long. Go to a comfortable degree here. So whatever works for you works for me. You can slide some pillows underneath your knees if you need that extra padding. Toes are bright towards the sky. In breath and out breath to fold. Walking the fingertips forward and a soft little bow. Maybe shaking your head yes and no. Breathing into the back body here, whatever that means to you. So breathe long and deep if you can. And take this opportunity to slow things down, just tuning into sensations in your breath. Well done, my friends. Walking the hands back upright. And let's start to come into some of our restorative poses. So we have a nice stretch going here. If you have your bed pillows and your blanket, have them close by, buddy. If you need to pet your furry friend, that's always a great option, right? Charlie comes to almost all of my yoga practices. So he's a very helpful little buddy. All right, we're going to start on our hands and knees. If you're on the floor like I am, a great option is to take that blanket and pad your knees with it. So maybe you unfold it a time or two. And we'll take the blanket where the knees would be. Let's find tabletop. So we stack our bones here. Take your time to get there. Wrist underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Maybe take this time to kind of give yourself some hip circles or shift the hips a little bit side to side. Let's kind of just stretch out the hips in the low back area. Making shapes that feel good in your body, right? Not comparing your shapes to mine, of course. Right? Just see what feels good. It's all about self-exploration and just learning to listen a little bit more to what we need. If you're making circles with me, option to reverse your circles other direction in your own time. For 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back to tabletop position. You can always come off the wrists for a moment if you need a break here. I love to keep most of my weight off of the wrist. So if you can, see this L shape, put most of your weight into the index finger and thumb, and then also the pads of the fingers. And then we'll find cat-cow. We're going to inhale, drop your belly button down, lift your gaze, tailbone lifts. On your exhale, pull your belly button up towards the spine, arch through the upper back body, chin drops, tailbone drops. Inhale, rise up for spinal extension. Exhale to fold into that cat shape for spinal flexion. Just a couple more rounds in your own time. And just finish up one more full cycle of cat-cow when you're ready. And I'll meet you again with that neutral spine in tabletop position. Let's take both of our bed pillows, make them long on your yoga mat. So take the long edge of the pillow, And then we're going to take it kind of towards our knees. Let's move into child's pose. Knees come wide. If you have the yoga mat, maybe as wide as your yoga mat, and then big toes to touch. Sink the hips back a little bit here. So your degree of stretch, maybe you're up here, maybe you're a little bit farther back. If it doesn't feel good to sit all the way back on the heels, you could slide a pillow back there. I'm going to just take my mic off for a second here. And then we're going to lower down onto the pillows. Allow one ear to rest onto the pillows. We're going to be here for several rounds of mindful breath. So take your time. Maybe your eyes start to close. Maybe you really soften into your pillows here, allowing your body to grow heavy as you melt a little deeper into the earth. And for the next 30 seconds or so, I'm going to be silent and just allow yourself to breathe into your back body and soften where you can. Stay here longer if that feels best, or if you're ready, start to make your way back into tabletop position. And take your time. Bring your knees back underneath your hips, maybe slide your pillows off to the side. So from tabletop position, we're going to move again into cat-cow. Let's inhale, drop your belly button, lift your gaze, your tailbone. And then exhale, pull the belly button up towards the spine, arch your upper back body. Choose your own adventure here, your shapes, not mine. Breathe well, be well. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. From here, let's come into onto our bellies. So lowering all the way down onto your belly. And then moving into Sphinx pose. Elbows come underneath the shoulders. And hands come out in front. Just take a look over one shoulder and the other. Nice. And then maybe drop the chin down a little bit towards the chest. One more time, look over one shoulder and the other. And then chin drops to the chest. Nice. And then we're going to bring the left toes kind of off the yoga mat and start to draw that left knee up towards your hip area. Now, of course, your hip flexors, your hip might not stretch that far. If you can just bring the knee off a little bit, that's great. Grab 1 or 2 of your pillows and start to flatten down here. So if your left knee's up like mine, bring the right ear to the pillows. And this is another one of our restorative poses. Let's be here for a couple rounds of mindful breath. Give yourself permission to soften and maybe just do nothing for a moment or two. Letting go of what no longer serves, being present in your body. And stay here longer if that feels best, or if you're ready, let's go ahead and press. Okay, go ahead and extend the left leg to meet the right. And then we're going to press back into a child's pose again. So come into tabletop, big toes to touch, knees are wide, sink the hips back. You can support yourself with the pillows if you'd like, or just take a moment here. Nice job, guys. And then from here, flatten back out into that Sphinx pose. We're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Turn the right toes off the yoga mat. Start to draw the right knee up towards the chest. And then you're going to drop the left ear onto your pillows. So give that a try, and then let's be here for a couple rounds of mindful breath. And let's start to bring that right knee back in. The ankle comes aligned with the left. And take your time to press back up, tabletop position. Let's move on to our back sides. You can keep the blanket where it is if that feels okay. You can slide the pillows off the yoga mat for now. So I'm going to meet you in a supported rest position. Go ahead and lie back on your back. And then take your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Drop the knees in towards one another. Place the hands on the ground beside you, palms facing up or down. And a couple mindful rounds of breath here. Soften through the low back and the belly area. Soften your chest and the pelvic floor. And come back to that mantra. I create my own peace. I am a conduit for positive change. And start to draw one knee in towards your chest, followed by the other. And then again, flattening the low back. Let's just gently rock a little bit side to side. Give that area some love, a little massage for the low back area. Nice job, guys. And then drop the left foot to the ground. We'll draw the right knee into the chest a little bit more. Maybe hug around that right shin. Roll your ankle around a few times, one way and the other. And take that right ankle over the left upper thigh bone, moving into a figure 4 shape. I like to use my right hand to kind of open up my right hip a little bit more. Another option would be draw both knees in toward your chest. And then finally, you can even interlace the hands under that thigh and rock a little bit side to side. So choose your own adventure here. See what feels best for you today. And if you've had enough, we'll set the left foot on the ground. The right foot will meet it. And then we'll start to draw the left knee into the chest, a little squeeze, and then a twirl of the ankle a few times in one direction and the other. Nice job. Take your figure 4. We'll cross the left ankle over the right upper thigh. Maybe press open that hip a little bit with the left hand. If it feels best, draw the left and right knee in towards the chest. Maybe interlace under that thigh and rock a little side to side. Your eyes can be closed here. Just allow my voice to guide you if that feels best for you. For 3, 2, and 1. Well done, my friends. We're going to set that right foot down, left foot comes down. Feet come as wide as the yoga mat. Knees are wide this time. Hands could plant by either side of your body. Drop the knees to one side, maybe look over opposite shoulder. And through center, we'll try it the other way. So you'll drop the knees, look over opposite shoulder. Knees never have to touch the ground here. So your knees might be much higher than mine. Just do it one more time each side. And go ahead and just finish that last one out. Nice job, guys. Nice. And let's come into stillness. We're going to draw both knees in. Just roll over to one side and start to press yourself up. Come upright. You can maybe slide that blanket out, or if you like where the blanket is, you can keep it there. We're going to set up for our sound healing portion of this class. If you're new to sound healing, I do have a couple of my crystal bowls, singing bowls, and these are tuned to different chakras. So if you're familiar with the chakras, they're different energy centers within our body. I have the large bowl, which is my favorite, is the root chakra. You can see the red emblem in there. The root chakra helps us ground and center and be more present and connected with ourselves, our environment, those that we love. And then my next favorite singing bowl is the third eye. So that is the purple collar. And the third eye is associated with the space between the eyebrows, the home of our inner teacher, so our intuition. So we have those two chakra singing bowls. Let's set ourselves up for final rest pose. So many options. If you love traditional Shavasana, where you're just laying on your back, palms are up, down by your sides, that's a great option for you. If you'd like to try this, you might slide one or two pillows underneath the knees. Actually, I like the two pillows today. So we'll slide them underneath the knees and maybe even have a third pillow for your head. Go ahead and lay back here. You could even grab your blanket and cover yourself up. And take your time to get very comfortable here, softening where you can. Starting to let go. Another option, you may also choose just to watch this sound healing portion of the practice. So make this work for you. So as you get very comfortable, start to relax the skin of your face. Maybe start to soften your jaw. Relax the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Coming back home to your breath and your body, the essence of you. Relax through your shoulders, your back body. Allow yourself to grow a little bit heavier into your bed or the floor. Relax through your heart center, your belly area, your pelvic floor. Your legs grow heavy. Your ankles and your toes are all softly relaxed. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just focusing now on your breath and maybe the sounds of our singing bowls. And we'll begin. There's no rush in any way. But if you're ready, maybe start to make some gentle movements with the body here. If you're still on the earth, stay there for the next couple of moments. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe softly rock the head side to side. With some small, gentle gestures as you begin to wake yourself back up. If you're lying on your back and you are ready to move, start to hug one knee in towards your chest and allow the other knee to join in, pressing the low back into the ground and rocking softly side to side. And make your way into fetal posture, just rolling over to one side. Either side is great. Maybe allow the upper arm bone to support you as a little pillow here. I love this pose of rebirth, rejuvenation. We get to reemerge from our practice, new, shiny, and whole. And press into the hands, make your way into a seated posture, Sukhasana. Legs could be extended or legs could be crossed. And place a hand over your heart drum and the other hand over top. Just take a moment, take inventory and stock. How do you feel? It's certainly my hope that you feel a sense of peace and calm that you've cultivated in your practice today. Let's return to our mantra that we started with at the beginning of practice. As always, listen to my words and take what you need. I create my own peace. I am a conduit for positive change. And let those words settle in, and please know them to be true. It's a great pleasure and honor to be your guide today in this practice. And I thank you so much for taking the time to carve out for self-care and seeing the value in connecting with your breath, your body, and movement, and fellow practitioners of yoga all around the world. Much, much gratitude and appreciation to all who are watching live and who are enjoying the replay. And finally, if you feel called to do so and this connects with you, please place the hands together, send the thumbs towards the third eye. Today, I will send you off with the sunshine prayer. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Gently bow the head forward and whisper the words, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so, so much for being here. It is truly a great pleasure and honor to be your guide today in this practice. I always love to tell my students they're my teachers as well. So I appreciate you for being here live and for watching the replay. I'd love to share with you a couple things coming up in our community. I do offer a similar practice in my live free community that I have on my, you can visit my website to learn more about that. So it's the Emily's Wellness Academy. I have a free version where each month, the first Sunday of each month, we practice yoga together, we practice sound healing, we kind of get together and just, share the positivity in this world that we need so desperately. And then, yeah, it's a great way to connect with other women just like yourself, and share the love. In my community, we have a saying, your health is your wealth. And I truly believe when you take the time to practice self-care and fill up your cup, that transpires to all the work you do on and off your yoga mat. So practicing this gift of self-care can truly change the world. And I appreciate you for being a part of it and giving it a try. If this was your first time, it's so cool to have you here. If you would be interested in more of the work I do and who I do it for, you can definitely check out my website. It's emilydaugherty.com. Over there, you'll find, of course, the free community. And then I also offer health coaching and fitness classes for women over 50. Inside the Emily's Wellness Academy, we focus on fitness, nutrition, sleep and stress management, and a whole lot more. We go really in depth in our own well-being, and we fill up our cup I love to think we tend to this garden of our soul, right? We plant these little seeds in our wellness practice, and that transpires to everything else we do, right? So your health is your wealth, and we take good care. We take self-care and self-compassion very, very seriously. And we make the world a better place in the meantime. So thank you so much for making the world a better place and being a part of this practice. And Charlie is asleep, but he thanks you as well. Yes, you do. You're a very, very good dog, huh? Yes, you are. I'm going to pop up here. It looks like there are a couple people still here sending some love. Oh, love this. Ari, I'm so glad to hear from you. I'm so glad that you're here. Much, much love to you. And Eleonora, thank you so much. I really do need to learn Spanish, but I thank you so much for being here. Much love to both of you. Yeah, so if you are interested in sound healing, I do have a little freebie. I don't have it right here, but I'll leave a link in the comments below so that you can grab my sound healing quick guide. It kind of explains what sound healing is and what are the benefits. Of course, I couldn't go super in depth on it, but I'm a total nerd for this stuff. Sound healing has been used around the world for many, many centuries. The ancient yogis and other cultures have learned, it can really balance us from the inside out. A lot of really interesting studies show that it actually helps regenerate cells on a cellular level. So actually heal cells on a cellular level. I would love to dive deeper into that, right? But probably not the best time to do it right now. So yeah, please grab my little freebie. I'd love to connect with you in that way. And much love to all of you. I will talk to you again very, very soon. All right, take good care. Bye-bye.